Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Stafford. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Michel. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action. Now Heineke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Brandon Powell. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. A give, running right is Akers. Fighting him off. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Michel. Stays on his feet. And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On the ground, this is Michel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a run with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by OBJ. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. Now Michel. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Look at this, a tight end carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On second down, Michel. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Out of the gun, Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now it's Patterson.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Breaks through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibson.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
3rd and short yardage. Heineke. That one caught by the tight end Bates.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Start on the ground to run that clock.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And some room to roam now. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, they go with a tight end carry down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And it's now 13-8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, the kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. And Woods has it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth. Under pressure, they got him again. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
121 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll get about 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now Heineke. Forced out to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Here's Heineke.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas
from 8 yards out.
And Washington.